All right, so when looking at this episode of Rising of the Shield Hero, we really have hit the turning point for the series. We have hit the biggest turning point for the series today, and that is why that's because now we know that Myne's been lying. The Spear Hero knows that now, and he's been the biggest kind of, I guess, catalyst for all the controversy outside of Myne, right? He's been the one that doesn't even allow Naofumi to talk, not even just this past episode, but anytime. He never does. There's always conflict. He's always the person that Myne uses to that's the muscle, right? And she's the mind. So now all this has been just exposed. Myne, you've been lying. You just got exposed. The Spear Hero knows now. Everyone knows now. Rin knows now. What's Itsuki, the Arrow Hero, knows now. Everyone knows the Pope is the leader of the hate on the devil. So now what happens and or transpires next is what really has me excited for this show. I just want to know the path. I want to see the heroes actually working together. What way is the story going to go now that the air has been cleared? And that's what I can't wait for. I want to see the heroes working together. I want to see them, not fighting each other. I want to see them fighting the antagonist. And maybe that's just part of my shonen personality getting to me, saying, yes, I want to see that, the good guys versus that main villain. And I guess it's also, of course, the fact that the antagonist has been shown, but we don't know who the true antagonist is of the waves, right? We saw a humanoid looking person, but is that person the main antagonist? Is it the right hand woman and or man per se of the main antagonist? Because she didn't feel as if she was the main. She was the be all end all boss. So I'm interested to see where that goes. So other than that though, what about the battle? So the battle between the Spear Heroes party and the Shield Heroes party. I loved how that was put together. It really kind of shows you that it's not about levels. It's about skills. It's about what you acquire. If you are within a certain level range, but you have a way more, wide variety of skills, you can win in a fight. And I've done that in other games. Anyone who's played an RPG could attest to that. People who play World of Warcraft can probably attest to that. Maybe they're 5-10 levels behind someone, but they got these just crucial skills that just, manipulate the battle in a way that makes it really, really heavily go their way. And that's something that happens in video games. That's something that's crucial. Skills, it's not always about power. I mean, anime show that all the time. There's people who are weaker, like let's say Shikamaru from Naruto. Great, perfect, probably the best example I could have given you. He's someone who's usually weaker than an opponent in what he's fighting, but he strategically defeats them, right? He puts them in positions to where they cannot defend themselves and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what this was about with the Spear Heroes party, and the fact that they have a better battle sense in general. They know when to counter. They know when to do this, and that. And the places where they are strength, defense is crucial. The places where they're not strong is their defense, the Spear Heroes party. They're an offensive, ability kind of team. So if you don't have good defense, a weaker offense can harm you. But the other team has a great defense, then they're going to have advantage because none of your attacks are ever going to reach them. But you don't know how to defend yourself even though you're stronger. So that's pretty cool. I like how that was put together. But the one thing that I would criticize for the episode, even though I really did like the episode and the presentation of it all, but whenever the Pope sent that attack down, you had Naofumi after all of his shields broke, and he had just one on his arm up there, and he just screamed, he's like, I wish they would have made that louder, a bigger emphasis, and I wish they would have had some kind of music playing in the background, or something. Because I felt as if that scene was like, oh man, this is crazy. But it lacked that oomph to put it over the top, I definitely felt as if there's something missing there. Maybe it's the intensity of Naofumi's screaming. Maybe it was the fact that there was no music to help create the atmosphere. And that's weird to say, because the music beforehand, it was such a weird, odd music, right, during that battle, but it worked so well. It really set the atmosphere, and I can't explain the way it made me feel, but I was into the battle, and I was hyped for the battle. I was excited, it made me anxious, I was anticipating every next move, and it's amazing how they use such a unique kind of tune, but then they didn't do anything for that last sequence. And maybe it was the music that kind of made that happen. Maybe it was the music lacking. Maybe it's because that music for the battle is so soft core, right? So we're kind of calmly pumped up. It's really weird. It wasn't like, it's like rock music compared to, some softcore country music, and oh my, all my monitors are on, so this is gonna mess with the video. Um, but other than that, though, it just kind of felt as if the melody kind of made everything empty once it is gone. It's one of those things that didn't keep you pumped up after the music stopped playing. It's only keeping you pumped up during the music because it's such a calm, atmospheric hype. It's really weird. So other than that, though, new combo moves, we got to see that with the party. Of course, the combo moves of the Spear Heroes party seemed way more together. It seemed way more combo-ish as to where the attacks for the Shield Heroes party were just kind of like, I felt as if they were not powers that were combined into one and thrown at them. It's just a combination of moves. So I mean, it's still a combo. You don't get me wrong, but it just I was expecting some like big blast power thing. So other than that, though, guys, that's all I really want to talk about for this episode. I'm sorry about the monitor scene, but I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. Sure, leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. See you guys next time. Peace.